few people that don't. That's crazy.
Oh, Xbox did with their Xbox One after they announced it.
Well, we're not dealing with an Xbox. You're
It's
right.
actually interesting that they caved so hard because their ideas
They
weren't
had
even,
to.
but they weren't even bad.
I wish they would have stuck to their guns.
Yeah, like they might have had a slower start, but maybe I feel like when the deeper into this generation we get, the more you realize that like you can't play offline.
Yeah, no, those days are gone.
Like there's no like, oh, the game will come out and it'll just work straight away, and I'll just play offline. Like,
Could you imagine? I've been considering it just for fun, but could you imagine playing Dark Souls offline? No messages, no summons, no invasions, but like...
I actually did a little bit because I was getting invaded a lot.
Yeah.
So I'd just go solo until I got to like I'd just get my way to a boss door.
Yep.
And then I'd go back online and I would summon if I needed.
But imagine like how much longer it would take to beat all those bosses on your own.
I'd be more imagine like no internet at all.
Yeah.
And then like not having a guide.
Yep.
Because the classic thing with me in Souls games or Bloodborne is like I go, fuck yeah, beat a boss, sweet. Where do I go?
Yeah, yep.
And sometimes it's like not very evident where you just go next. You just
It was a very interesting experience with Severed, like having a review copy and not... Because like I got stuck and I was like, all I could do was message you.
I did pretty well with Sever just getting there my own. There was one secret and I just, to this day, I still can't figure it out.
Yeah.
There's a copies up, so I'm sure there's a guide for
People
it.
moved quick too. Like I think people that review it must write these guides. Surely. Like to get a
Well,
jump
I imagine
up.
like big outlets will get copies for review, but then
They
people are
give it-
getting copies for guides as
Yep.
well, so the guide can go up. But yeah, that sucks for Uncharted.
It really does. And because...
And it sucks for us because like I'm terrified of the internet now for the next like week.
And there was the whole thing in the UK where people were saying stores had broken the street date, which I think did happen a little bit, but it wasn't... People were saying it was just like wholesale, like it was fucking everyone can go pick it up, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah, street date always confused me as to like, oh, well, someone sold one copy, so everyone's just going to start selling it. Just always seemed kind of odd to me that was the case with the street date breakings. Like, why wouldn't you just stop selling it?
We've got a fun related story. Remember that time, I believe it was Fallout 3. We went to an EB Games and we'd heard that maybe it was starting to break street date from some illicit websites upon the interwebs. And our
cyber sleuthing paid off.
Yes. The manager there said no, like we can't release it until we get an email from head office. And we went about our business and I guess walked past the store again. And she came running out. She's like, "We just got the email," and so we picked it up. I think it was like a day or two early. Was it
Fallout 3?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So that was interesting. It always sucks when it happens, especially with a game like Uncharted. And that leads me into my next topic, and thus our talking point. We have some information because of these leaks.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, were you still going?
We're missing something.
What do you mean?
Some sort of... It's like raining or something outside.
Oh, yes, sorry. Well, actually, I'm not quite done with the news, so how about we just... I got one more story.
Do you want to end with the forecast?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, just go. It's fine.
So here's how we're going to do this. So if you don't want any Uncharted 4 spoilers, I'm okay with what I have here, and I think you are too, Govinda.
Look, we're talking trophies. There's going to be trophies.
We're going to talk trophies. We're going to talk multiplayer game modes. And we're going to talk day one patch. If that's something you don't want spoiled, I can't really understand why. Like, multiplayer, you're just gonna, it's gonna be a thing. Bow out now, and then, our talking point today is going to be the trophy list for Uncharted 4. There's no story-related trophies. They're all secret, so no one actually knows what they are. But, they're all hidden achievements. But we are going to be talking... specific.
So the list was posted and it's just hidden trophy.
There are 17 hidden trophies.
So 17 chapters, you can assume.
Well, you didn't hear it from me.
Spoiled. Game's spoiled. I'm not going to play it anymore.
So that's your warning. That's what's coming up.
I don't think it was super necessary, but better just to cover
I like to cover my little bottom.
Yeah. Cover that bum.
With Uncharted 4 A Thief's End out in the wild, details from the back of the box have been revealed, which include, Govinda, a 50 gigabyte install size.
What? What?
It is a one-player game. Did you know?
Well, it depends. Define one player.
Network players include 2 to 10.
Oh, hey, there we go.
PlayStation Plus subscription required.
Imagine if, like, back at the box, just did this surprise reveal and it's like 2-player.
I love how dumb the information I'm relaying to you.
I know, I love it.
HDD, a 50 gigabyte minimum.
Oh, minimum, because that's not talking about their fucking 8 gig patch that's going to come out, does it?
DualShock 4 vibration function.
What? Dude, you're actually completely ruining this experience for me. I wanted to play the game.
900p and 1080p.
Xbox One, PS4.
It's not on Xbox One,
I know, that was a test and you passed. 900p and 1080p.
That's what it says.
That's interesting. I don't understand that.
Remote play is supported.
It better be. I think it has to be, doesn't it?
The PlayStation Store download size is yet to be revealed, but additionally, the Day 1 Uncharted 4 update 1.01 is available to download, taking up 4.98 gigabytes.
Fuck.
As the patch notes reveal, it adds multiplayer support, bonus features, and encounter select.
Oh, that would be chapter select?
I guess so. So what we've got multiplayer support, single player encounter select menu, the bonus feature photo mode. Photo?
Photo?
I don't know why I said it strangely like that.
Photo mode?
Bonus feature character model viewer. You have render modes, you have gameplay modes, you have single player character skins, you have a weapon selector, you have journal viewers, you have concept art galleries, and there will be other general fixes and improvements.
That sounds like a chunk of the game that just wasn't put into the game.
Sounds like it.
So you know what this sounds like to me? Let's backtrack a couple weeks when they said it was delayed due to manufacturing problems.
Yep.
So now everything that I'm hearing is that the games have been out in the wild for 2 weeks and they were just taking time finishing the fucking game in a fucking patch.
Could be.
That's what it sounds like. Because they were like, no, the game's gone gold, but it's missing this and it's missing this. It doesn't have this. Multiplayer doesn't really work. This is in there, not in there. But no, the game's gold and we're going to make it and then we're going to give you a 5 gig patch because we didn't actually finish it before it went gold.
Fair.
So that's what I'm hearing, but...
Govinda, if you pick up the Day 1 edition of Uncharted 4, it includes the Heist Drake multiplayer skin, Snow Weapon multiplayer skin, and a reversible cover. I like reversible covers.
I do too, actually. No Fat Drake.
No, Fat Drake's gone. They said they wanted to distance themselves from that. They said they've matured beyond that.
Yeah.
There will be no
sure.
Fat Drake.
Yeah, definitely sure.
And yet you will partner with a molester harboring corporation like Subway. That's right. I'm calling you out.
What's
you
this?
harbored that molester.
What's this?
Remember how Uncharted 3 was sponsored by Subway and you could do the Subway footlong emote?
Oh, I don't remember that, but yeah, I
do
now.
That was actually dirty. That was the grossest thing, and you would get like the multiplayer beta when you bought a fucking footlong.
It's like when Call of Duty aligns with V or whatever, and it's like buy a V or a monster.
I'll never forget that. That's probably the grossest thing Naughty Dog's ever done.
Yeah, you disgust me.
Fucking, why not partner with McDonald's next time?
No, Subway, man, eat fresh.
Oh.
It's funny that they say eat fresh, yet none of their food's fresh.
No.
Like it's all frozen and shit.
Oh god, we had it yesterday.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
I think I've just crafted the perfect sub.
So I'm going to let you do your PS4 cast now.
My PS4 cast is a game that was released on PC, but is now coming to Xbox One and PS4 in June. And the game is called 7 Days to Die.
Okay.
7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die is a survival horror video game set in an open world developed by The Fun Pimps. Great studio name. It was released early access on Steam for Mac and Windows in 2013, but now they're doing one for consoles. And funnily enough, this was an interesting little tidbit I learned. It's getting published by Telltale.
That is strange.
It's not even close to a Telltale game, but it's like getting published by them.
This is like...
So this game is pretty much, it's like a first person don't starve with Minecraft and State of Decay elements.
I'll forgive you, Govinda, because you're not much of a PC guy. This is more specifically a DayZ or a Rust-like game.
Yeah, but no one cares about those games because DayZ's still not even out yet. So let's talk about games that...
Steam players care.
Let's talk about games that exist. And we're on a PlayStation podcast, so
That's
what's
fair.
the fuck is Steam?
To me, it looks like Rust mostly. It's like a survival game. It's first person where you're building your shelter, and it seems like it has like a real-time day-night cycle.
So it's got, real-time day-night. It's kind of got the Dying Light thing of zombies are a bit dumb and docile in the day, and then nighttime comes, they're really aggressive and fast.
I really like that.
But it's also, you got to survive. The idea is you've got to survive the nights.
Yeah.
So you've got to build yourself a shelter. From what we saw, it looks like you can burrow underground and make an underground little cave or something if you want to.
Kind of like worms.
Yeah. And then also, like, you build full shelters, but if you don't support them, they can collapse on you. And it looks like a proper little survival horror thing. It's meant to come out in June, and it looks interesting. I'm not completely sold on it yet.
Yep. It's like, I don't love this genre.
Yeah.
This first person, because I don't know what it is about them. Like, they're very interesting for short periods.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it for long.
Well, it just really reminded me of Don't Starve.
Yep.
And that whole little idea, but just a first-person equivalent. So.
Which I actually love, and they're still, from Clay Games, they're still teasing Don't Starve Together for PS4.
Yeah, well, whenever that happens, I'll play, but I'm just not even paying attention.
Because that would
been talked about for too long.
I fucking went down the rabbit hole with that game.
I didn't, and it was I wasn't very good, and I would die too. Like, it was just the maps were randomly generated. So I'm like, all right, I've got to go find my resources. And I'm running around. I'm like, nothing.
I see. Like, I took it to another level. Like, there's those pig settlements, and they're like mostly docile, and they'll protect you from some wild creatures. I constructed a fortress inside their camp, so I had walls. I had sustainable farming. I was parked right next to where these like ox creatures like shit, and you take their shit and you use that manure to reset your farms. So I was never going to starve. And I thought I'd beaten the game, and then like I didn't even know at this point, but then it becomes winter and you start losing temperature, and then because I had Reign of the Giants start rocking up, and they're just like god level monsters that just laid waste to all my piggy friends. But I was so into it, like, and I'd even crafted all this like clothing to survive the winter, and like I'd even like dried, because I did it again, and like I dried all this meat out so it wouldn't spoil for the winter, and like I was it's actually a great game.
Yeah, I just sucked at it.
If we played together, it'd be really
But that's
fun.
why I'm more keen to do that, because then we can actually manage multiple tasks together.
Yep.
I was just like, there was just too many times where I would die and just be like, I gotta start again from nothing.
Yeah.
And it kind of, I think, grated on me after I died like 15 times and had to start from the beginning. And the beginning is the worst, because you're just running around being like, where's a good place? Where's a good place to settle? Chop, chop, chop. Where's a good place?
And then night falls.
And then night falls, and you're like, fuck.
Moving on. Anyway, let's move into our talking point this week, which is
Uncharted 4 trophies.
Yes. So to go along with the install size and day one update details, Reddit user Typhoonic has revealed the entire Uncharted 4 A Thief's End trophy list. Thankfully, any trophies for completing story missions are hidden, so the list is free from major spoilers, but there are still minor ones. I didn't really see them, but I guess we're going to find out. Here's what you'll find in the Uncharted 4 trophy list. It has a platinum. It's called One Last Time. Do you know what you have to do to get that?
Too much shit that sounds hard.
Yeah. We're going to go through them one by one, and I'm just going to get your opinions on each of them.
What I have to do to get the platinum is do all the other trophies?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Govinda, how many gold trophies do you think there are?
8.
Correct, there are none.
Whoa.
No gold trophies. So for the silver, we have Charted.
Correct. I like that you said correct, but it was so wrong.
It's a psych out.
It really threw me off, because like, I'm right. Oh, no.
We have your standard complete the game in crushing mode.
So how many silvers?
I don't actually have a list of how many.
Okay.
But the rest are silver, except for the multiplayer bronze.
The rest are silver?
I believe so,
Oh,
yes.
that's okay. I'll make up for the 0 gold.
Yeah.
Because that's fucked.
It kind of hurts. I don't care. Unless it's a platy, I don't give a shit.
You know you get more level experience with golds?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, each one, you get more for like bronze, then more for silver, then more for gold, then a bigger chunk for platinums.
Fair enough.
Anyway, doesn't really make sense.
I'd like to put out there that the Groovatron trophy for Ratchet and Clank should have been a gold, because I worked my little butt off for that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that one. I need to sort it out. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, so crushing mode, complete the game.
That's normal. Hopefully, I'd love that to be unlocked from the get-go, but
I don't think it will be.
It won't be. It's Uncharted.
Yeah, which hurts. But the next one hurts even more. Speed run. Complete the game in 6 hours or less.
Easy mode.